Or a public person is misunderstood very often. So Twitter is a great way, or Instagram, or any of these social media interactions is a great way to actually get on and clear or make a very clear stance of what you stand for and what you believe in.
What kind of a person are you?
I think one thing that comes to my mind is I'm very patriotic. I know very few people might be patriotic. So I had a lot of friends who went to college and who studied. I went as well, but I came back, and a lot of them would be like, I want to stay in New York, I want to stay in London. I was like, no, yeah, we have to come back and do something for our country. Bring on that knowledge back, or whatever exposure we've got, come back and do it in our country. So I'm very patriotic in that sense, that I want India to go ahead, I want India to rise. So in a way, when I was actually starting in Nottingham when Facebook hit, when Facebook, like epidemic, if I may call it anything, when it hit and it just spread and it just blew up and everyone was on Facebook. And it hadn't started in India as yet. And I actually got teased about that. When I was in England, I actually got teased about that. Oh, it's not in your country as yet, it's in America, it's in England. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And now when I hear that the power of Twitter and Facebook, basically the power of social media in our country, how powerful India is as a social media country, it's amazing. I think social media changed the government in our country. I think for one way is, I can go on tweeting and saying this is happening, but I don't think that still people are getting it in their head. I think another thing maybe what I don't mean me only, but I mean we as a society might need to do is take this probably one step ahead, and there has to be a revolution to solve this problem. I think these things, these rapes and this injustice on trying to show that women are the weaker sex or picking on people who are weaker than you, that needs to start, because India is an evolved society today. We are moving towards becoming a superpower. I mean, probably there are a lot of people who are here who don't know it, but when you go to any country abroad, they know it, they feel it, they feel our power. Our country is being represented in a damn good way. So we as a society now need to pick up the ball and make sure that all this other stuff stops. So maybe if it means putting pressure through social media, so that's going to be my involvement now. Majorly through social media, it's about safety for women and trying to stop this now. Very often, for example, when Student of the Year, we were promoting Student of the Year, I thought I was the most hated out of all three of us. I'm just saying at that point, it's very easy because like there's a whole thing on social media which is fair enough. I don't blame anyone for thinking like that, where they're like, oh, you're a director's son, so probably that's the reason over here. Now tomorrow's probably if I was born in a family where I was not a director's son and I was becoming an actor, because I'm an actor, I'm supposed to think like everyone. I mean, it's my job to put myself in other people's shoes and think, oh, why is this person thinking that way? Definitely, I would think like that. अरे इसको इसलिए chance मिल रहा है क्योंकि ये director का बेटा है. 100%. So the way they are thinking is correct in their mind. But now I knew that becoming an actor, I had to beat that perception. I had to overcome that perception. And lots of people who are probably born in fortunate households or born with a silver spoon, or however people want to put it, do go through that. I'm sure Sachin Tendulkar's son is going to go through that. When he gets selected for a cricket match or something, it's sad, but he will go through that. That's life. So I would get a lot of that, like hate mail and stuff like that, and I would think that I am quite hated. And what I just realized, I trended yesterday, and obviously it brought a smile to my face. But now I know the reason why, because in the morning I went and I shot for Big Boss with Salman Khan, and in the evening I went and shot for World's Got Talent with Shah Rukh Khan. So Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan people really tweeted about them. And my name must have been there, so I guess.